Let's now move on to creating the folder structure. On our website, we want to have the following pages. Home will display a list of posts. About will include information about the author. Post will present details about a specific post. For now, we'll focus on home and about. For the home page, we're going to use the main file that already exists, page.tsx inside src app. For the about page, we're going to create a subfolder inside src app called about. And for now, it will have a page.tsx file with the page component. Later on, there will be more related files. While we're at it, let's add a global style sheet. We'll define some color and typography variables and set up some base styles. So let's go to the file src app global.tsss and delete everything in it, then replace it with the following content. If you're building the example from scratch, you can copy it from the Get Started guide, the Content Island portal, or the link to the example on GitHub. These styles include variables for colors, borders, and fonts. They also define spacing, styles for the body and main elements, and a global class called container that we'll use on several pages. Now let's create a couple of components. One to create a header for our blog menu. We can conveniently add it inside the necessary src components folder. Now we start by adding, for example, its styles, which would be header.module.css, and we copy the styles from the script itself or from the GitHub repository, just like before. Here we have some styles for the header, a menu for the navigation menu with each of the items. Now we add its component, header.component.tsx. And here we're going to copy the HTML part. We import the classes from the file we created earlier and add the header, the nav, and the list with each of the navigation items, for example, such as the home, about, and contact pages. Let's add a second component, a footer. We added style file, footer.module.css, and we added styles. And the component, footer.component.tsx. And we also simply copy the HTML, a footer with the copyright year. And finally, we're going to modify the main layout to use the header and the footer. We're going to completely replace the content. That file is located at app.src.app.layout.tsx. And we copy all the code from the script or from the GitHub code just like before. Here we import both components. We continue using the global styles. We change the fonts to one from IBM. Here we can modify the metadata with the title of our application and a description. And finally, here's an HTML where we use both font class names, the header and the footer. And now we are ready to go. With the project running using npm run dev, we can see that the main page changes. And now we can navigate to all the posts, to the about page, to all the posts, which is the main page. And down here we have the footer.